What's up, Elijah? How you doing?
Appreciate the introduction, man. I'm doing good, honestly. Just been working, staying at it.
Uh, you know, I wanted to thank you so much for doing this, for being so awesome to me, being nice to me. And just remind me, are you in California for the off season?
Yeah, I'm in California.
All right, you're chilling there, or are you starting already with your full training mode?
We just started OTAs this past 2 weeks. We just finished up our first phase, so it was pretty good. Other than that, just going right back into training.
How you feeling? You getting ready for the season?
Yeah, man. Pretty excited to be honest. So yeah, it's I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I think all NFL fans are really excited right now because the off season that just went down was insane. Did you see it?
Yeah,
It was like so many moves. It was actually wild. Like it's just for some of them, it was like Kirk Cousins went to Atlanta. Steelers got Russell Wilson, Justin Fields. Obviously, your Chargers blew it up a little bit, like made some big trades. Uh,
yeah, definitely,
it was crazy. Which move intrigued you the most?
man. As much as all of them, like they were all pretty shocking. You still got like Keenan. Keenan was the top one. Keenan was a shocker. Like it's not even being biased. It's just like you just assume Keenan was going to be a Charger for life. So I think that was the biggest shocker for sure.
I actually
Even me say that even though he is a Charger, but it's just it's a shocker that he didn't finish his career with the Chargers.
true. I wanted to talk to you about that. Like I was gonna say how obviously Austin Eckler was a huge loss as well. He's been amazing in the Chargers backfield for the last 5+ years now. And just there were so many huge things that happened in the Chargers offseason. But you guys also picked up Gus Edwards from the Ravens. And
Yeah.
you guys also have you and Isaiah Spiller from last year. What do you anticipate your role to be for this upcoming year?
Honestly, be first things first. I can't leave out my dog, Jared Patterson. That's my dog. He's in the room with us as well. Um, Honestly, man, we're just looking to grind. Like Gus is gonna lead the way. We just gonna follow suit. You know what I'm saying? Like we just here to play. We're here to prove that the Chargers are an organization that can be taken serious. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to this season.
Have you had the chance to talk with Gus yet?
Yeah, multiple times. He's a good dude. Great person. You know what I'm saying? He knows the game really well. He's somebody you can definitely talk to and just get some feedback from and all that stuff. So yeah, he's a great person.
Yeah, he is an amazing person. I actually know this firsthand because week 16 or 17 this year, I got invited by the Baltimore Ravens. Ronnie Stanley and Adam Newman took me out. And I'm actually a Ravens fan myself. And they
Okay.
brought me to the game and like they got me like some VIP access. It was crazy. So I got to meet Gus and he was a really, really nice person. So yeah, you
Yeah,
guys are getting a real one.
definitely.
Growing up, Elijah, like which team did you follow? Was there a team like you always idolized?
Nah, I never really idolized any team. Honestly, like my dad, he was a Broncos fan, and like I tried to get into that, but it wasn't. I'd be lying if I said I was a Broncos fan. You know what I'm saying? But really, I really just wanted to play in the NFL. That was my biggest goal. So yeah, I didn't really follow too many teams. I really followed players.
Was there any like players that you looked up to or like maybe nowadays that you look up to trying to model your game after?
Nowadays, not really. Once you're here, you're competing. So you don't really look up to too many players because now you're like in a sense on the same level.
Right.
Uh, but one person I did really try to model my game after was Adrian Peterson. I just loved the way he ran the rock. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, it was something that I'd never really seen before. So I try to model my game after that as a kid. So yeah, that was for sure a person that I try to model my game after.
So I want to talk to you now about the upcoming season with your new head coach, Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah.
He's one of the greatest coaches of all time. He's leaving Michigan obviously to return to the NFL now to coach your team. Like, how much are you looking forward to having such a talented coach like lead you and for you to learn from him?
Honestly, you just got to see that Coach Harbaugh, like he's before being such a great coach, he's a great person. You know what I'm saying? And him being such a great person is what makes him a great coach. You know, he um he gets along well with the players. You know, he's not disconnected. You know, he's very in tune with his staff. He's in tune with everybody in the building. And you know, that's something that you gotta love coming from a head coach and as a leader. You know what I'm saying? So like he's bringing a lot of people along. It's just really exciting, you know, and you can understand why he's such a great coach. So I'm looking forward to being coached by him.
Yeah, there's a phrase, a player's coach, and obviously and a non-player's coach. He fits both, no? He fits the
Oh,
criteria for both.
yeah.
He's amazing.
Yes, he's amazing. He's definitely a player's coach. Like you know when he's ready to play. You know, like he comes to work on it. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't get any better than Coach Harbaugh. So you know, my hat goes off to him already because he's a great person.
Yeah, and his brother John is also an amazing coach.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
in 2013, when the Ravens won the Super Bowl, John actually beat Jim, who was coaching the 49ers. And I actually wanted to ask you about this because also I think like last year when the Kelseys played each other in the Super Bowl was crazy intense as well. And obviously Travis came out on top, but just isn't the game so amazing when just siblings meet at the biggest stage? It's so good for the game of football.
Yeah, it's honestly great for the game of football. It just gives you kind of a wide horizon. It just shows you that you know if he can do it, then I can do it. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's pretty good. You know, just football is a great sport. It's one of the greatest sports on the earth. You know, as far as team and trying to like achieve a goal. You know, so football you can really learn a lot from football, and I just believe like you said it's great seeing like siblings coming out and
It's amazing.
playing together. So yeah.
Your Chargers are going through a rebuild right now, like I mentioned earlier. You mentioned how they traded Keenan Allen and Mike Williams also left, and Eckler is gone, as we mentioned. But you guys still have Justin Herbert, and Justin Herbert is one of the best quarterbacks in all of football. Just how do you think Justin will lead this team through the rebuild?
Well, let me just say this: as long as you got Justin Herbert, there is no rebuild. You know what I'm saying? Like
100%. I agree with that.
that man can operate with whatever. So I don't think we're in a rebuild season. You know, we have talented receiving core. You know, we have a talented running back room. We have a very talented O line. Um, our defensive guys, they're very talented as well. So you know, I just feel like we just gotta wake everybody up and just show them that we're still here. You know, so I'm really excited about that. Um, yeah, man, like that's something I'm looking forward to. It's just in a sense proving everybody wrong, but really just proving ourselves right. So yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Where among the top quarterbacks in football, obviously there are many of them. Where would you rank Justin?
I mean, he has to be number one because he's my quarterback. So there's no question.
Oh yeah. He's so special.
Yeah.
It's actually crazy. Anyway, you mentioned your receiver room and how it's talented and everything. And I actually had one of your teammates, one of your receivers, on my show, Josh Palmer. He
What?
is he's an amazing guy. I love him. He was so nice to me. Just he's also an amazing person and he's an amazing football player.
Yeah.
He's gonna have a big role this year.
Yeah, he's gonna have a big role this year. I'm excited for him. He works really hard. You know, he's been working really hard this off season. I'm just looking forward to see how everything pans out for him.
Okay, so speaking about wide receivers, I want to ask you about what the Texans did with Diggs. They went all in, man. Not only did they get Diggs, though, they also got Danielle Hunter from the Vikings, Danico Autry from the Titans. This offense is so stacked, but now so is their defense. How impressed are you with CJ Stroud? And isn't this team just absolutely nuts?
Honestly, yeah, they got a great thing going on over there. You can see all the talent they brought in. You can see how much talent they have to build on as well. So you can always see an upside with that team. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think they're doing a pretty good job.
They did a very good job, I agree. I want to ask you now about one of your defensive players, Derwin James. He's great. He's amazing. He's hard hitting. He's everything you can ask from a safety. Is Derwin a leader for the team?
Yeah, He's a leader. That was the first thing that came to my head when you said his name. He was a leader. That was going to be one of the first sentences that came out of my mouth is that he's a leader. He brings everybody along. He keeps the defense together. You got to respect that about somebody that is a leader, and that's a job that's not the easiest, but he does it really well. So yeah, I respect that a lot about him.
Aside from Derwin, who else on the team is a big time leader?
To be honest, we're all leaders in our own way. Like I forgot how the saying goes, but you don't necessarily know how to lead until you know how to follow orders. I think that's how it goes, something like that. But really, like we're all leaders in our own way. We're just trying to keep this program really tight and just understand that we're trying to build a culture. And I just feel like that's something that we're really focused on. Because every one of us is a leader. Every one of us is a leader. And I think that's what's going to make us very special this year.
Now, I want to ask you about your division rivals, the Kansas City Chiefs. Obviously, you got the opportunity to play them, got the opportunity to see them up close. Patrick Mahomes is so special. Are you looking forward to beating him this year?
Man, honestly, I'm just looking forward to the competition. I'm not too big into rivalries and all that stuff, but if it's us or them, it got to be us. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I'm going at it.
That's great. Anyway, Elijah, thank you so much for taking the time to join me today on Jake's Takes. Did you enjoy our time together?
Man, I appreciate it, Jake. This is a great time. This is a great podcast. You got something really great going on for yourself. Just keep it going, man. Honestly, you're doing a great job. Fantastic job.